Okay, so obviously this is based on soccer. Have you delved into other sports?
Absolutely, absolutely. So in my database, there's probably about 60 to 70 unique teams involved in this survey methodology over time, from college to professional to basketball teams. In fact, one of the most successful teams in college women's basketball in Canada and Ontario, well, they're in Windsor, but they had a run of 5 successful national championships, and I don't take credit for working with them and achieving success, because the kids have to hit threes when they count,
Yes.
right, to win the championships.
Yes.
But if you create the environment, if you understand what triggers to pull and how to set the rhythm, because you have the right leaders taking responsibility, your chances of winning and being successful are 10, 20, 30% better. And that is the science behind it, is that if you focus on this stuff, it pays dividends and you win.
Yes. What I found interesting when we did with Lawrence Tech, the way it made me view the players differently in how I noticed the connections between them and who I needed to bring into a group. And this is because what he was showing me, Craig, is that you can take your starting 11 and then there's a chart that says which line's the thickest, that has the strongest connection, and then who's the thin line. And I may need my outside back and my winger to be more connected, to play better on the field. And it was crazy. And I was looking, I was like, oh my gosh, this is spot on.
Yeah, you get that a lot.
Yes.
When we present the data, but not only are you presenting it in terms of, okay, what if this condition exists? So we ask the questions of the players to respond on at what level do you look to this person, or how strong is the connection?
Yep.
So what we look for is real trust networks. So if you find that, now you've got a real strong cluster. But there are some that are not connected, and so what do you do about that?
Correct.
I mean, Damon can speak to an example back in the days when Fatai Elashi and Jay Chapman.
Yeah, those two. Yeah.
Okay. So they played in the midfield, but there was a big disconnect between them, and so Damien had to think of ways to kind of bring these two guys so that they build a strong relationship, because what you're trying to do is build trusting relationships that dictate things on the field.